Have you ever caught yourself daydreaming on a sunny day, watching your glucometer shine in the sunlight? That little device has the power to transform your health in ways you can't even imagine. If you've already learned how to measure your blood sugar levels, I want to congratulate you. But if you haven't yet, don't worry. Today, we're going to embark on this journey together, and trust me, we'll do it all correctly, and the best part, without any pain. Let's imagine ourselves in a doctor's office, where the doctor, wearing his white coat and a welcoming smile, starts explaining step by step how to measure your glucose. You listen attentively, but it's normal to leave with a few questions, right? Often, explanations feel like a maze, full of twists and confusing shortcuts. That's why many of us look for videos like this one to clear up doubts and understand the details. But do you know why following the steps is so crucial? A small mistake can make the number on your glucometer wrong. And that's a big problem. We need accurate numbers to take proper care of our health. Now, imagine we're on this mission together. Picture yourself getting ready to measure your glucose, like you're preparing for a special ritual. Something that requires your full attention and care. You might think, oh, if I mess up, I'll just get an error message. But actually, it's much more than that. Before we begin, it's essential to have everything we need at hand, because otherwise, complications could arise. Let me share a secret. I'm a huge fan of glucometers. I have 3 different brands at home, and believe me, they're practically identical in appearance and function. Funny, right? But the first thing you need to do is make sure you have the glucometer test strips, those little strips that capture the blood. Without them, how are we going to measure it? And don't forget the Lancet trigger and the Lancets themselves, the little needles we'll use to prick your finger. Together, we'll make this experience easy and uncomplicated. Ready to start? Let's go! Imagine yourself at home, the sun softly shining through the window, creating a cozy atmosphere. In front of you on the table is your measuring equipment, waiting for your attention. You feel a little anxious, but also excited. Today is an important day, a step toward your health. Before you begin, take a deep breath. Feel the energy of the moment. Beside you, a glass of water, ready to accompany you on this journey. Sunlight dances on the new test strips and Lancets, promising to make your experience easier and smoother. But first, there's a ritual to follow. With a smile on your face, you pick up the glucometer. This little machine is like a loyal friend, always ready to help. As you hold it, a wave of confidence washes over you. Every device has its manual, but the real secret is in understanding how it works. Now, with everything within reach, you insert the test strip into the glucometer. The soft click echoes like a sound cue, announcing that everything is ready to begin. It's time for the next step, the Lancet. Gently, you get ready to make the prick. Remember, it's just a tiny pinch, nothing compared to the well-being you're aiming for. If you feel anxious, that's okay. Talk to someone, listen to your favorite music. These little distractions make everything easier. The journey of managing your blood sugar can be challenging, but you're the captain of this ship. With confidence, you collect the drop of blood and place it on the test strip. Now, the wait begins. Your heart races, and you feel the anticipation, almost like you're about to open a gift. The glucometer starts working, and in just a few seconds, it will reveal the result. These numbers aren't just data. They're your allies, guiding you and helping you understand your body better. And then, the magic happens. The result appears. You did it. With a satisfied smile, you realize you've learned to check your glucose correctly and, best of all, painlessly. Each test is a step forward on your journey to self-care and well-being. You're dedicating yourself to understanding your body and taking charge of your health. Finally, as the sunlight continues to shine, remember, you're doing this for you. Every test, every choice, is an expression of your self-love. Now, are we in this together? Your health deserves all this attention and care. Before you begin, don't forget, always keep some wipes or a bit of alcohol nearby. These little things make all the difference. Think of it as a preparation ritual. As soon as you sit down to do the test, clean the spot where you'll prick your finger. And, of course, wash your hands well. It's like setting the stage for a grand performance. Your health is the star of the show. It was a sunny morning, and you felt ready for another day. But before heading out, there was a mission to complete. Checking your glucose. For that, you knew you needed a few essential items. First, remember to have a small box by your side. This box isn't just any object. It's your partner in keeping things clean and organized. With it, you ensure that used lancets aren't left around, helping to prevent infections and bringing a sense of calm to your space. Now that everything's organized, it's time to introduce the true star of the story. The glucometer. Imagine this little device as a tiny detective, ready to investigate the sugar level in your blood. But before putting this hero to work, there's an important detail. It needs batteries. No one wants the frustration of finding out the glucometer has no power when you need it most, right? So always check if the batteries are in place and ready for the mission. With the glucometer ready, it's time to prepare the Lancet, the heroine of our story. This small tool will be responsible for the prick on your finger. You'll place it in a device called a trigger. Here's a valuable trick. It's possible to prick your finger without this trigger, but with it, the prick happens quickly and easily, like a snap of your fingers. And don't worry, the pain is minimal. In fact, it's like a little mosquito gave you a tiny pinch. It might feel a bit strange at first, but believe me, after 1 or 2 tries, you'll realize it's nothing. Lancets are thin, almost like strands of hair, and the feeling will be of a quick pinch that soon fades away. So, take a deep breath and move forward. With each step you take, you're getting closer to understanding your body and taking care of your health. Remember, this is your journey. With every test, you're moving closer to control and well-being. Let's go! The adventure of caring for your health starts now. Hi, everyone! Today, I invite you to join me on a grand adventure through the fascinating world of lancets and test strips. These are our essential companions in the mission to monitor blood glucose. Ready for this exciting journey? Then let's go! Our story begins with the Lancet, which is like a brave heroine, always ready to help us. But before activating its superpowers, we need to prepare the stage. Gently, we'll remove the Lancet's protector. Feel the electricity in the air as we close the pen, also known as the trigger. This is the moment we become the protagonists of our health. Now, let's look at the numbers on the Lancet pen, which range from 1 to 5. They're like levels in a video game. Number 1 is soft and gentle, while number 5 is a real challenge. Choosing the right number is key to the success of our mission. Sometimes, anxiety makes us pick a number too low, and instead of a quick prick, we end up repeating it several times, like we're in a skill game. I, for example, like to choose number 3. It's the perfect balance between comfort and effectiveness. Once we're ready, just press and, poof! The needle fires like a magic spell, bringing relief and preparing us for the next step of our adventure. But we can't forget our true star. The test strip. This small and powerful device is like a magic wand that needs to be handled with care. Remember, everyone, direct sunlight and humidity are like villains that can weaken our heroes. If the strip gets exposed to these conditions, it can lose its special abilities and not work correctly. So always treat your strips with the respect they deserve. And so, equipped with knowledge and care, we are ready to face the world out there. Ready to monitor our health with confidence and wisdom. Together, we can turn each measurement into a victory, each step into an achievement. So let's continue on this journey, always prepared for what's next. Are you ready to embark on an exciting adventure in the world of glucose test strips? Before we begin, there's an important step to take. Check the expiration date of your strip. Think of it as a magical seal of approval. If the strip is expired, it's as if it has lost its powers, and we can't trust the information it will give us. So your first mission is to make sure the strip is still valid. Once everything is in order, carefully open the package as if you're revealing a hidden treasure. Gently take out a strip, and now comes the fun part. We're going to use the glucometer, a smart device that will help us measure glucose. Look at how fascinating it is, with its shiny chip and a space where we'll place a drop of blood. Make sure the chip faces inward into the device, like it's entering its home. As soon as you insert the strip, the glucometer automatically turns on. It's like it's saying, I'm ready to help you understand what's happening with your health. But here's the crucial moment of our journey. We need to be quick. The glucometer is ready to work even before we prick our finger. Imagine this as a race, where everyone is ready to cross the finish line. So, adventurer, are you ready for this journey? With the Lancet and test strips in hand, you're on the right path to taking care of your health in an effective and peaceful way. And remember, you're not alone in this. We're together on this exciting adventure of self-care and awareness. Now, don't forget the most important step. Ensuring your hands are cleaner than a sacred space. Imagine your hands as little explorers, ready to uncover a world of data about your health. To prepare, start with an alcohol wipe that shines like a discovered treasure. If you don't have that magical wipe, don't worry. A simple cotton ball soaked in alcohol will be your loyal ally. And if none of that is nearby, good old soap and water will work just fine. This preparation isn't just a ritual. It's a guarantee that your glucose reading will be as accurate as a Swiss watch. Think about it. If there's dirt or grease on your fingers, it's like trying to read a foggy map. Your results could be distorted, and the last thing we want is an error on our journey, right? So let's make everything clean and shiny to ensure a perfect reading. All set. Now that your hands are as good as new, you're ready for the next step. Using the test strips. Let's go, adventurer. The journey to better health awaits you. Hello, adventurers. Today, we're about to embark on an amazing journey full of discoveries about how to measure glucose in an easy and fun way. Ready? Let's go. The first mission on this adventure is to ensure your fingers are as dry as autumn leaves falling to the ground. This is super important. If your fingers are wet, either from water or alcohol, the drop of blood we're about to collect will be shy and weak, and that can mess up our results. So let's dry those hands. Now, it's time for the little prick. You might be wondering, which finger should I use? The good news is that all 10 of your fingers are ready for action. That's right, each finger is like a brave warrior, prepared to step up and help measure your glucose. But here's a valuable tip from a true explorer. Whenever possible, avoid pricking the same finger repeatedly. If you do, you might develop calluses, and let's be honest, that will just make the experience a bit more painful. It's best to prick the side of your fingers, where the pain is minimal, almost like a gentle breeze. Take a deep breath, health hero. Grab your glucometer like it's a magical sword and get ready for the little prick on the side of your finger. You're about to become an expert in managing your health. Remember, each measurement is a victory, a step toward your well-being. Imagine you're about to embark on a small adventure. To make sure everything is okay, you need a drop of blood to measure your glucose. But wait, there's an important trick to keep your glucometer in perfect shape. Instead of bringing your finger to the device, why not bring the glucometer closer to the drop of blood? This way, you avoid getting the device dirty, which is like your little ally in monitoring your health. When the glucometer receives enough blood, it makes a cheerful sound, almost like applause for doing everything right. And in just a few seconds, the result appears on the screen. For example, if the number that shows up is 90, you can smile with satisfaction because that's a great result. But what if, by any chance, the glucometer shows the word error, or a number that seems a bit odd? Don't worry. This happens and there's a solution. Each glucometer has its own little rules, so a good idea is to check the manufacturer's website. There, you'll find tips and explanations that can help you understand what happened. After getting your glucose test result, it's time to give your finger a little extra care since it's been a real hero in this process. It's like a small thank you for all the work it did. So, clean the area well with alcohol or give it a good wash with soap and water. And here's an important reminder. Avoid sucking your finger. This could make you sick, and we definitely don't want that. Now let's talk about the next step. It's time to dispose of the test strip and change the lancet, the part that makes the little prick. Think of this as preparing for the next adventure. When it comes to needles, safety is always a priority. Ideally, you should use a special red container made specifically for this purpose. But what if you don't have this container on hand? Don't worry. A sturdy box can be your ally. Just make sure the needle can't escape from it. And here's a valuable tip. Don't forget to label the box. That way, everyone knows it contains dangerous needles. Before tossing everything in the trash, seal the box tightly. This is super important to protect the people who handle the garbage, preventing them from getting hurt or sick. Now let's dive into a topic that's like a diary of your health. Blood glucose. Each time you measure your glucose, it's like adding a new page to this diary. Recording these numbers is essential for understanding how your body behaves throughout the day. And guess who else benefits from this? Your doctor. The more information you can share, the easier it will be for them to help you feel better. So, what should you write in this diary? Start with the basics. The date, time, and your glucose reading. And don't hesitate to add more details. Did you measure it before or after meals? Did you exercise that day? How were you feeling emotionally? The more information you record, the clearer the picture will be for both you and your doctor. Remember, Taking care of your health is a journey full of meaningful steps, and each one counts. You're doing an amazing job by monitoring your glucose and keeping track of this information. Keep it up. Every drop of blood is a step closer to a healthier life, and you're on the right path. Subscribe to the channel.